Acting like kettle on this, let's go on.
What's up, ASD family and supporters? If you're tuned into this video right now, you know someone with autism or you're curious about what autism is. So today I'm going to bring you 5 signs and symptoms that I've seen in my son around the ages of 2 and 3 years old that are indications that he was autistic. So the first sign that I've seen was tantrums in large public settings. So for instance, we took our son to a birthday party of another 2-year-old. He took a nap in the car before going to the party. So when we get to the party, he's crying just nonstop. And we were thinking maybe he was just still tired and he needed more time to sleep. But although we kept on trying to comfort and console him, he just would not calm down. He was just crying throughout the whole birthday party. So that was one sign that we didn't know back then was a sign of autism, but now we can identify that that is what it was. Sign number 2 that we've seen in our son around the ages of 2 and 3 years old was him not responding to his name. Now, whether my son was close to you or he was far away, he was not responding to his name being called. And this is something that my mom brought to my attention that I didn't pay attention to. He was not responding to his name being called, especially for my mom. He would be maybe like 2 feet away from her and she would call his name and he just would not respond at all. It was like nobody was talking. So that was very alarming to my mom, and she told me to pay attention to that. So the third sign and symptom that I seen in my son was delayed speech. Now, at the ages of 2 and 3 years old, you go to your doctor's visits, where you take your children to their doctor visits, and they're asking, what is their vocabulary like? Are they saying 2-word phrases? What's going on with their vocabulary? So around this time, my son was only saying 1 word. It was either, 2 words. He was saying yes or no. That was it. Those were the 2 words that he was saying. And any other thing that was coming out of his mouth was babbling, which is like they're trying to talk or they're trying to have a conversation, but they're not saying clear words that you can understand in order to communicate with them. So that was alarming to us around that age, because you don't want to compare your kids to other kids, but when you see other 2 and 3 year olds talking and saying certain things and your son is, or your child is not saying as much, it becomes alarming to you. So you want to figure out what's going on. So the 4th sign and symptom that we seen in our son was delayed comprehension. So normal everyday things that you do in the house or you interact with, say a remote. If I would ask Caleb to go get the remote, he wouldn't know what I was talking about. And that was one thing that I was catching on to, that I felt like he should know that he wasn't comprehending or identifying with. So the last sign and symptom that I've seen in my son was regression. So around the age of 2, my son, he was like really hype about this one song. It was a song that he would, as soon as you turn it on, he would always dance to it. Like this was his favorite song. So by the age of 3, he was not identifying with this song at all. He didn't know anything about it. That's how he acted. He didn't know anything about it. He wasn't dancing to it anymore. He didn't know anything. So with all these signs combined, that really made us feel like something was going on and maybe we should get it checked out. And like I said before, you don't want to compare your child to other kids, but when you see that your child is not developing as much as the kids at his age level, then it becomes a concern for you. And there's nothing wrong with getting checked out. A lot of people ask me, what's the first step? The first step I would say is to confide in their pediatrician. Ask them, hearing test. If they're not responding to their name, let's get a hearing test done. Speech delay. Let's go into speech therapy. Let's see if that is the case, if that's the only issue. It's a lot of things that you have to cover before you can even get to getting evaluated for autism. So basically, we exhausted all those possibilities before he even got tested. So If you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for tuning into my video. The whole channel is going to be about taking you on a journey with me, with being an autism mom. It's a very busy life. You have to have patience. So I'm going to show you the real side of it. So thank you again for watching my video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, comment. I want to interact with you guys. So leave a comment down below about the signs that you've seen in your child, or, you know, anything. Let me know you watched this video. I'm going to be tapping in with y'all, commenting down below as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in our next video. Peace.